No roar or chase is needed. The hippo still makes the entire river cautious. Each time it surfaces, the water seems to tremble with thousands of pounds of muscle. A single shove can reset the order. One step forward is enough to make every other creature keep its distance. In the wild, no one challenges the authority of this seemingly gentle animal. Behind that quiet exterior is a strength the natural world cannot help but respect. The hippopotamus is a grazer with the build of an armored vehicle. Its body can weigh up to 4,000 pounds, yet it can burst to about 30 miles per hour over short stretches, enough to make a sandbank tremble. A pair of canines measuring roughly 20 inches works with a bite force around 1,800 psi, a figure rare among large mammals. Spending half the day in the water, it reads currents like a map, holding deep channels, river mouths, and sandbars as vital junctions. A stranger entering those waters is quickly overwhelmed. Without loud display, its power comes from the order it imposes, a silent rule the entire riverside understands. Lions hold the top position in Africa's predator chain. Power moves with intelligence and disciplined formation. As the only social cat, information and decisions travel quickly through the pride. An adult male weighing about 500 pounds can surge to nearly 50 miles per hour over short bursts. Their greatest advantage is still the seamless coordination among individuals. Every decision favors conserving energy and choosing the right moment. Hippos are rarely a priority target, not because lions are afraid, but because the risk calculation shows the return is not proportional. The pride only considers it when a young hippo strays from safe water or when prolonged hunger forces bolder choices. Even when trying their luck, lions always keep an exit. They probe from the edge of the dry grass and only close in if the terrain helps. At the first unfavorable sign, the formation breaks off quickly. Hippos rarely initiate conflict. When territory is crossed or a calf is at risk, the response is immediate. Acceleration, mass, and resolve help push rivals out of the water zone in just a few beats. Encounters between the two species are often brief but tense. Outcomes depend on water depth and on who reads the terrain better. Usually the reeds fold back, and the riverbank returns to a quiet rhythm. The Nile crocodile is a master of hiding in the water. It does not need long pursuits or loud display. It waits in silence with only eyes and nostrils above the surface. When an opening appears at the water's edge, a short burst and a clamp-like bite close the distance instantly. The size of this ambusher is impressive. Length can reach about 20 feet, weight can exceed 1,600 pounds, and bite force is estimated around 3,700 psi. That power is supported by a rolling motion underwater, helping it hold position and make the other side lose balance in a split second. On one calm river stretch, a young hippo separated from the herd was trying to find the safe zone again. But under the surface, danger was waiting. The crocodile's swift strike ended that young hippo's chance to survive. The river returned to stillness, while the hippo mother faced the hollow space left behind. Upstream, another crocodile drifted into a zone it should not have entered, the waters of an adult hippo group. Large heads slowly rose, and the formation closed in toward the intruder. Heavy bumps and forceful bites pushed it to pivot and search for escape. Surrounded by sheer mass and firm intent, the crocodile chose to withdraw to protect itself. The river folded back into normal calm, but the lesson remained. Where hippos gather, no outsider dares to intrude. Hippos do not only hold deep water channels, they also rest in large mud wallows at the edge of the savanna. These mud fields help regulate body temperature, limit water loss, and act as transfer points between river and grassland. They are both heat shelters and natural borders that hippos treat as extensions of their territory. Sometimes predators push weaker prey into these mud pockets to block escape routes. The impala, a small antelope, is often the one cornered. But if a hippo is already lying in that mud pit, the entire encounter shifts instantly. For the hippo, any movement not permitted within the mud zone is a violation. It bursts forward, closes the distance, and drives away the outsider. The prey held in the mud is immediately controlled by the hippo before the predator can close in. The predator on the bank will not risk stepping into mud controlled by a hippo. In a moment, roles are reversed. The place that seemed like a trap for the prey becomes the ground where the hippo enforces an untouchable boundary. The hippopotamus is a herbivore, spending most of the day submerged to stay cool and rest. When night falls, it leaves the shore to graze, consuming hundreds of pounds of vegetation each night. This is the primary energy source that sustains a body weighing over 2 tons. However, observers have recorded a particular behavior. At times, the hippo will feed on floating animal remains, often from prey taken by crocodiles. This phenomenon is rare, but it carries a clear biological meaning. When minerals or protein are scarce, the hippo may make use of the remaining nutrients from those remains. This behavior does not come from a hunting instinct. It is a natural way to supplement nutrition when the environment is limited. Beneath the calm exterior of a plant eater, the hippo still adapts with flexibility to the demanding rhythms of life in Africa. In the wild, a hippo's territorial boundary is not only a no-go zone for its own kind, it sometimes becomes a safe buffer for other species. Any creature that stirs the water draws an immediate response, crocodiles included. When an antelope or zebra is pulled into the river by a crocodile, the chance of survival is almost zero. But if the struggle happens within the area a hippo is holding, the outcome can shift. The reflex to defend territory drives the hippo to rush in and strike at the strongest movement. Many times, that forceful charge makes the crocodile release its hold and back away. The hippo does not set out to rescue the victim. Its self-defense simply creates an unexpected window of escape for others. In nature's hard order, the line between protector and beneficiary can be nothing more than the overlap of instinct and territory. Even a symbol of strength has vulnerable moments. A stray calf is easily brought down by lions. Older, weakened, or ill individuals, and those caught far from water, face higher risk. Across grassland and river's edge, lions and hyenas are the main predators that exploit those gaps. Even so, nature wastes nothing. When an individual falls, scavengers arrive. Vultures, hyenas, fish, and countless small aquatic creatures, each taking a share. Nutrients return to soil and water, feed grass and algae, and then cycle back to the herds that pass through in the rainy season. The story ends in renewal. The loss of a weaker individual opens room for a stronger population, helping balance numbers and food supply. In that steady rhythm, nothing is wasted, and the riverbank keeps moving to its quiet, enduring rules. In the world of the jaguar, territory is the source of power. Each male rules a vast domain, sometimes stretching over 25 square miles, with boundaries marked by scent and claw marks on tree trunks. They patrol these areas regularly, leaving traces along riverbanks and forest paths, invisible lines that others instinctively know not to cross. At the edges, Territories may overlap slightly, where males and females meet during the breeding season. But when food becomes scarce, or a young male seeks to expand its range, conflict is inevitable. Two mature males meet near a bend in the river, a borderland yet unclaimed. Neither wants to retreat, yet both understand that one mistake could mean serious injury. After several tense minutes, the smaller male chooses to withdraw, disappearing quietly into the foliage. In the Pantanal, victory isn't always measured by strength, but by knowing one's limits. The jaguar survives at the top of the food chain because it knows when to fight and when to conserve its power. When the rainy season arrives, the Pantanal bursts back to life. Shallow ponds swell into rivers, and fish appear everywhere, an abundant feast for every predator. The jaguar, renowned for its hunting skill in water, now faces a new kind of battleground. It no longer stalks only caimans or pythons, but challenges large fish hidden beneath the murky golden surface. With a swift strike, it seizes its prey. The fish disappears between powerful jaws. But the scent of the catch spreads through the water, drawing unwanted attention. From downstream, a group of giant otters, bold, cooperative, and fiercely united, approaches with sharp cries that pierce the stillness, as if challenging the river's ruler. The jaguar growls softly and moves closer, but the otters show no fear. Together they counter with a coordinated defense, driving the big cat back with determination. The smaller creatures claim victory, not through strength, but through unity. In another scene, the jaguar attempts to strike on land, yet the result remains the same. Overwhelmed by the otter's relentless defense, it retreats quickly, splashing water in its wake. On the river's surface, the otters continue their lively hunt, their voices echoing across the flooded plain. The ruler of the dry forest now yields to the spirited residents of the river. But one question lingers. Will the jaguar return one day to reclaim what it lost, or will it choose peace in this perilous world of water? During the harsh, dry season, the Pantanal lies exposed beneath the blazing sun. A herd of peccaries, South America's wild pigs, strong, bold, and full-grown, moves through the forest, snorting and stamping their feet in warning. Unlike many timid prey animals, peccaries are organized and ready to fight back. They have even forced larger predators to retreat. When a jaguar crosses their path, it is no exception. A hiss cuts through the still air, bristles rise, and sharp tusks glint in the sunlight. A fierce standoff erupts, a contest of endurance and courage. In this clash between two of the toughest survivors of the dry forest, who can truly claim victory. Whatever the outcome, the Pantanal will once again return to the quiet rhythm of nature, a place where strength and bravery are tested to their very limits. In the marshlands of the Pantanal, where mud and water blend into a maze of life, the anaconda stands as a symbol of absolute power. Stretching over 20 feet long and weighing more than 200 pounds, it is the most powerful snake on Earth. Its massive body can constrict and subdue even large creatures such as deer or small crocodiles. When submerged, only its eyes and nostrils rise above the surface, turning it into a ghost of the wetlands, patient, silent, and nearly unbeatable. Yet the jaguar understands the strength of a full-grown anaconda. It chooses its battles wisely, targeting a smaller, more vulnerable snake. With sharp instincts, it knows that in this world, victory is earned not only through strength, but through calculation. The anaconda reacts by instinct, slithering to escape. But the jaguar is faster, cutting the angle and keeping control. In just a few seconds, the balance of power shifts towards the strategist. Not far away, a rare piece of footage once captured a jaguar facing a massive anaconda, twice its own weight. That brief encounter alone was enough to prove the jaguar's extraordinary courage and dominance in this wild domain. Whether striking at smaller prey or challenging giants, the jaguar always follows its rule of survival. Act swiftly, strike with precision, and vanish before the river has time to respond. The capybara is the largest rodent in the world, weighing up to 150 pounds. They live in herds near the water's edge, relying on sound and group instinct to sense danger. Each afternoon, as the sunlight tilts over the Pantanal, the herd gathers by the riverbank to graze, enjoying a few peaceful minutes amid the rhythm of the wild. From a distance, a jaguar hides within the tall grass, its body low, golden eyes locked on the herd's movements. It doesn't rush. Instead, it studies and waits. One young capybara strays from the group, resting near the water's edge to soak in the warmth. The wind shifts, carrying away the jaguar's scent, and the perfect moment arrives. Step by step, it moves closer, its rhythm blending with the gentle splash of the river. When only a few yards remain, a sudden, powerful leap breaks the stillness. The capybara reacts on instinct, racing toward the water, but the jaguar is faster, cutting the angle with precision to intercept its path. The chase ends quickly. The jaguar pulls its catch into the thicket, where sunlight cannot reach. Amid the trembling grass, the spotted shadow disappears, and the Pantanal falls silent once more. The Cayman, a close relative of the crocodile, reigns over the freshwater realms of South America. With a body stretching nearly 8 feet, thick skin, powerful jaws, and raised eyes designed to watch above the water's surface, it seems almost invincible. Yet that very confidence sometimes becomes its blind spot, the moment a jaguar finds its chance. Perched on a low branch extending over the riverbank, a jaguar weighing about 200 pounds hides within the foliage. Sunlight filters through the leaves, glimmering across its golden brown coat. When it spots the cayman basking below, it holds its breath, muscles tightening, measuring distance, gauging the wind, and waiting for the perfect moment. Then comes the leap, a single, fluid motion executed with complete control. As it hits the water, gravity and momentum unite, releasing a burst of energy that turns the descent into precision. Both disappear beneath the swirling current. The jaguar doesn't need to see, it feels. Tiny ripples around its body reveal the cayman's position. Each shift of weight is calculated, as if the predator could sense with its skin alone. The struggle unfolds in silence, broken only by the water's churn. The jaguar focuses on the most vulnerable area, the head, where the cayman is easiest to overpower. Its ability to move underwater is astonishing. A jaguar can hold its breath for over a minute, swimming entirely beneath the surface and detecting its prey through subtle pressure changes. When its breathing rhythm aligns with the river's flow, the jaguar becomes one with the current, and triumph follows. In another encounter, the hunt begins on land. A jaguar spots a cayman sunbathing on a sandy bank. With the wind in its favor, it moves quietly, circling from behind, the reptile's blind zone. Step by step, it crosses the shallow pool, approaching the midstream sandbar. When the cayman tilts its head slightly, the lunge happens in less than a second. The jaguar secures its grip around the head. Silence falls, as if the entire forest holds its breath in rhythm with the heart of the hunter. In the Pantanal, every leap and every splash is a lesson in patience and control, and victory always belongs to the one who listens to the rhythm of the river. Amid the harsh rhythm of the wild, the hippopotamus remains the river's guardian, both fierce and silent. Every action, whether intentional or instinctive, helps shape the balance of this ecosystem. The water keeps flowing, carrying stories of strength, instinct, and natural order. If you love these journeys into the wild and want to keep exploring the wonders of the animal world, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. The journey of this silent giant continues. Each day, a new story is waiting to be told.